kind of looking dismal almost for those of us who had wanted to purchase this year. So we're gonna give you a different approach. Even though during COVID, where we're kind of hoping, I know lots of us are like, yeah man, COVID price on the townhouse. No. Everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're the ChangeMakers, where we talk about millennial money and more. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Tony.
And today's episode, we'll be talking about real estate investing, the fixer-upper strategy. Now, you know how the saying goes, buy land, because there won't be any more of it.
So
and
true.
That is currently the situation. It is expensive. I mean, even now during COVID, where we're kind of hoping, I know lots of us are like, yeah man, COVID price on the townhouse. No. And it's like, no.
Nope.
Yeah, Andrew James, the president of the Realtors Association of Jamaica, said that prices aren't going to go down because of COVID.
Or they haven't
gone down, yes. Because we're already in...
That was up to June when he said that.
Yeah, so it will continue to stay, or it's expected to stay as is. So if you're thinking about spending in the 14 million region, anywhere below that and up to 14 million, you're looking at definitely in St. Catherine, so Old Harbour, Portmore, anything above that in the 20 mil region now. We've stepped into Zayda Gardens, and this is all information that we're getting from the Realtors Association of Jamaica. And above that, you're now looking 40 to 50 mil.
Or 30 to 35.
30 to 35. You are going into now Meadowbrook, Havendale, and 40 to 50 mil region now. We've stepped into Hope Pastures. So nothing has changed, or it's actually kind of looking dismal almost for those of us who had wanted to purchase this year. So we're going to give you a different approach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're already established, right? You need real estate or land to really round out your investment portfolio, because you want diversity. You don't, and we've learned, especially in the COVID year, that we can't put everything in the stock market, because when it falls hard. So what can we do? And we thought about the fixer-upper strategy. This is something we have done as a family. We've used this strategy, and it takes more effort, right?
Of course.
But like everything, you want to be rich, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
And it's hard being poor too. So which hard you want to choose? Right? So while this is not easy, for those who are dedicated and focused and want to make it happen, we're gonna give you the steps. The principle is you're buying a property for a very low, cheap, attractive price. You are going to do renovation, so lick out pipe, lick out wall, whatever might be needed, and then you're going to sell it at a higher price. So first step, you need to find the right location. As real estate agents say,
location is key.
Location. I thought that's what you were going to say.
Sorry. That's in my head.
Yeah. Location is key. You need to find a prime area. So that's what I would start with first. Where do you want to buy? And I'd recommend somewhere, if you're going to rent, or depending on the size, right? So if you get a smaller place, 1-2 bedrooms, you want somewhere in a business district or close to a commercial center. It's all about location. Somewhere that's desirable, or somewhere that you are predicting will become more desirable very soon.
And so apart from location, now you're looking at older properties that would necessarily have a greater like square footage per room. We find that now, because it's a lot of townhouses and apartments being built, it's small. I remember when we were looking, man, and we went into the newer places, and it got so 4 walls. You turn your bucket head. So definitely we recommend looking for older, where you'd have more room, and then just renovate it to your desire. So you're scouting for that diamond in the rough. You're driving around looking for the for sale sign. Sometimes we get a little lazy and just say, oh, let me just go through Instagram and check my favorite realtor. Sometimes they know some places that they're not posting.
Take a Sunday evening
drive, right? We don't do those anymore.
Drive around. Or Devon House. Drive around in the area that you want to purchase and look for those signs. So the next thing you want to do is you have to see beyond what is there, because it's gonna be horrible. In fact, the more horrible it is the better, I think, the opportunity. Right, but not so horrible that like the roof is falling in. You might have to, if you have to replace a roof or
not that bad.
Foundational problems, you want to stay clear of that. You know, termites, things like that. But anything else, so you have to go with your vision. Like, what could this be? If I licked out that wall, if I repainted that cabinet, you know, what could it look like? So you really have to look beyond what you're seeing. And also I would say, you know, sometimes now we're used to, when we're looking for property online, we see the nice, perfectly staged pictures. Right? You picture yourself sitting in the living room and you see the kitchen and it's just so pristine and there's nothing. Avoid those properties entirely. You want properties that look terrible even in the pictures, right? You want where the people are still living there, right? Because if
I hate those pictures in a Tony. Trust me, I am like, them couldn't take out them rag. The rag just hang over the shower curtain.
I love seeing a rag on the shower curtain, because it means that these people are going to be easier to negotiate with, and that's the next step.
So price negotiation. So you also want to do your research about recent sales in the area. How much did those pieces of property go for? And as Tony mentioned, of course, lots of these persons are just eager to get the place sold. So they may be a little bit more flexible.
Yeah. And then you have, so you've negotiated your price, you've signed the sale agreement. Now comes the harder part, which is a renovation. But it can be fun as well. We recommend you find a good contractor. I am not a hands-on kind of girl. I don't know about you, but I'm not painting, building, nothing. So I have found really good contractors that are reliable and fair and understand like my taste or taste level, right?
Yes, you definitely want someone who matches your taste level.
Yeah. So you find a good contractor, be very involved in the process. You know, when I did it personally, I went to the property every day to see the work that they had done that day. Choose the fixtures yourself. These are ways that you can keep the cost of the materials down. So don't hand over everything to the contractor. Right, you want to manage your costs and you want to be involved as possible.
Yeah, engage friends and family.
Yes,
you know, friends and family that you know have an eye for those things, for detail. Take them with you on a trip to, you know, go buy and shop for the materials that you need.
And once you've done all your renovation work, done your before and after, you're ready to sell or rent. And that is where the profit magic happens, right? So again, you're buying low, you're looking for that right property, you're identifying, you know, a good contractor who can do the work, the right location, and then you advertise. So this is one strategy, ChangeMakers, to get into the real estate business when you don't have a big amount of money to shell out at the front, and this is a good way to get in. And you can start small if it's your first time. Do a 1-bedroom apartment, do a small house. I am seeing deals right now on the market for fixer-uppers.
Guys, look with new eyes the next time you're scrolling through those websites or there's those apps for property. I will definitely, I think, be looking with a different eye. You know, don't be too fearful of the rag.
Yes.
over the shoulder.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.
Comment below.
Yes.